Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Fallout 4, Rebuilding Avalon. Alright. Need to be a little cautious. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. About this. Do you hear it from over here? That's got a very loud engine. Right, so I guess we'll go around this way. I don't really want to swim across because, well, I'm not wearing armor. Power armor, that is. And, who knows what's in the waters? Maybe one of those big toothy things we saw lying on the shore. I have a feeling that would take a big bite out of me. Armor or no armor. Ooh. I don't know what this... piece of something. Hey, I said I didn't have any armor. Ooh. Mark II torso. Not all of it. Well, we'll take all the pieces. Unfortunately, I think without a helmet, this doesn't do me a lot of good. Now, I know I'm missing some of the pieces on my other armor of the X1, but I'm not sure. Oop. Oh. Excellent. I'm not sure if that is the piece, any of those are the pieces that I'm missing, because I do not remember offhand which are the ones. Next time I get home, I guess I'll find out. To Sanctuary. I just called it home, didn't I? Probably I've called it home before and I never really noticed, but that's interesting. It's the first time I've noticed calling it home. Actually, let's go beside the road. Not on it. On it is probably unwise. Well, somebody set this up as a home. Because I doubt this was here at the time the world ended. World as people knew it. Because of course people that are alive now, well, except for vault dwellers like myself, this is in fact the world as they know it. Oh, and of course ghouls. Ghouls that date from the war. I wonder what that is. Oh. That kind of looks like something somebody would relax on, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't look severely comfortable, but... Okay, well that's the remains of, something that once flew. It's appearing to be upside down. Oh, I don't like that yellow cast in the air. I think we might be going to have radiation storm. Nordhagen Beach, huh? Oh, I see a settlement through the haze. Oh! That looks like a friendly person. Well, let's find out if they're friendly. Hello there, in the settlement. Greetings.
Am I ever glad to see you? We could really use a hand.
Oh, sure.
Glad to help out. And what seems to be the problem? A pack of feral ghouls has wandered in nearby. It's too risky to have them so close, and we need someone to clear them out.
Alrighty.
Not a problem. Those ghouls are as good as gone. It'll be good not to have to keep an eye under every log and scrap pile for them.
Alright.
Hey, easy living. This ain't.
No. Very few places have an easy living.
Don't scare me.
Well, they sure as heck ought to. Of course, that might be bravado. Kids being what they are. Clueless. Totally clueless. Alright. Well, I guess, since Paladin Dance has already gone back, we don't need to rush back, so we might as well help these folk out on the way. Why do I have the sinking feeling if I help them out, they will now be expecting me to continue to help them out? Alright. Where's Lydia? Okay, I do have a few other tasks that I need to do, so still be careful. But I will be back in the very near future, maybe a week at most, to deal with those feral ghouls. I'm sorry I do it right now, but I'm just not prepared for that. But I will be back. It is... I gotta report in, anyway. I promise.
It'd be nice to have the Minutemen back, wouldn't it? I don't know. You think we might see them again someday?
Really? Not only do I get guilt trips when I go to Sanctuary Hills, now I'm getting it somewhere else.
I sure hope so. The Commonwealth was a lot better off when those guys were around.
Yeah, especially us farmers. Guess only time will tell.
You want to use the shovel to get, you know, pile on the guilt a little quicker? I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm just not ready. Okay. Now, of course, we might run across the National Training Yard on the way. Actually, I think they put something in the Pip-Boy. Okay, I don't see it. Let's see. Oh, it's up there. Yeah, that's a fair distance from them. Oh, okay, that's not such a problem. I will... Actually, let's just go back and tell them it might be longer than a week. We'll see. Folk, I just noticed that the National Training Yard that you activated my Pip-Boy is a lot further away than I thought it was, so I'm not sure what it is you're going there to get. But I tell you what, I'll leave you some of the supplies that I have that should keep you going, because it might be longer than a week. I will try to come back as soon as I can, but to be quite honest, I have some larger issues that I need to deal with first. But if I leave you supplies, which is what I assume you're going there for, if I leave those here for you, then you won't have to go there for a while. Does that sound fair? Alright. Now hopefully they have a container I can put the stuff in. Let me guess, they don't even have a box. Dang it. Oh, wait. Yes, okay, I'll put them in here. So probably what they're... We'll leave them some ammo. I think they have pipe pistols, so what ammo does pipe pistols you use? It's been a while. 38. Okay. So let's leave them some of that. 38, 38. Oh yeah, I can spare them some. Alright. So there's that. What else are they likely to need? I mean, aside from food. I'm not going to leave them radiated food. That would just be rude. I have enough food on me that I should be able to leave something. Oh, there we go. That. In fact, I can do some cooking. There we are. Mutt chops. Noodle cups, yes. Let's give them 5 of those. We'll give them a little bit of this as well as a treat. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. Actually, how many was it though? There's 3 of them, isn't there? Let's give them another couple. There. I'm probably going to need that for cooking. Red scorpion steak. That's hard to come by, so is that. I can leave them some razor grain. I'll do that. And roasted. No, that's hard to come by as well. Oh, yes. Okay, good. We can leave them a good stock of this. Alright. That gives them a decent amount of food to supplement what they're already collecting. Let's see if I can make anything else while I'm here. Let's start with the soups. Those are... We can make more noodle cups. No, they can make their own noodle cups, I think. What does it take? Dirty water, yes. That's what they get from that pump, so that's fine. I'm gonna save those. Gonna save those as well. Actually, we'll cook up a bit of that. Okay. You know what? Give me those. I think this is where they were keeping... Okay, I'm gonna leave some ammo and a few weapons for you over there in the bureau. It's half buried in the sand because I don't see any other place that I can leave that sort of thing. So I'm letting you know where it is so you guys can get it before the child does. It has an accident. Yeah, okay, this makes more sense. Didn't even think of it when I was... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we are. Alright. So we'll give them a few more weapons that uses 38, of course. Pipe pistol. Ah, there we are. Another pipe pistol. And some pipe rifles. They also use it. There. Weapons and ammo. And food. That should... Right, so I've left you the guns, ammo for the guns, and hopefully at least 2 of those guns are better than what you have, and of course food. So good luck. I will see you guys. I don't... Again, it'll be at least a week, I suspect, but I will be back. I promise that. Oh, be safe. All right. Oh, wait, crap. I know something else I should have left him. Hang on. Sorry, I realized I should leave you some stim packs and some radaway. Possibly a couple of rad resist too in case of a storm. 3. Sorry, I didn't think of that until this moment. I will put it over here as well. I don't know why I forgot that. I'm so used to hoarding them, I guess. I'm not leaving them drugs, by the way. Oh, I guess I could leave them some purified water. Okay, so... Alright. That should do it. Alright, so I left you also some Rad-X, Radaway, and stim packs. I'm trying to think. Oh, and I'm going to put some purified water over here for you. Which I thought I'd use cooking, but I didn't, so... Alright. Alright, I'm really off this time. Be safe. Unless I think of something else that I've forgotten that I want to leave them to make me feel a little less guilty for not being... Actually, it's partly... It's not such much that I can't do it right away, you know, physically speaking. It's that I have other things that I need to do first. Particularly, since I have a sneaking suspicion if I help them out with their ghoul problem, at that point they'll look to me for further help. And I just don't have the time right now to do that. So, best I can do is keep them away from what was causing them an issue. Alright. Where are we on this map? Okay. I'm going to go this way because there are some places marked on the map that have been on my map for a while, and I will explore it one day. But to be honest, I don't want to tangle with anyone that's there. I have bigger fish to fry elsewhere for now. At least I think it's bigger fish anyway. I could be wrong. Might not be bigger fish at all. So we'll just skirt. Okay. What is... I have no idea what that is.
And they're off. Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but Fisher Junk's right behind. Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled this out before.
Okay.
What a race! What a race!
We have signs of life over there, which I'm going to try to avoid.
It's another great day out here at the track.
The heck?
Coming up next, Lady Lovelace takes on the Iron Maiden in a head-to-head match. You don't want to miss this.
Is that the racetrack we've been seeing pamphlets for everywhere? That
And here they come.
Apparently.
Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. Old Rusty's as steady as ever.
Interesting,
Let's give him
but
a hand, huh?
I actually do not care at this point in time.
Look at 'em go.
Let's get out of here before my urge to investigate everything overcomes me and I have to go look. Okay, we're almost away from it. Ah, this fog. Oh, good. I'm getting there. I wonder, can I go across here? Yes, I think I can. The question is, do I want to go across here? Yes, I do. Let's avoid the air... Okay, I'm going to have to swim on... Oh, no, waiting. Just waiting. Let's avoid the airport as well, that the Pip-Boy has marked. I think... Was Proctor Ingram working on stuff at the airport? I think she was. So it might be fine to go there. I don't want to deal with it. In case there is asshattery going on. Alright. Now we can figure out if we can get into this thing. Let's go over here. Oh, fantastic, some radiation. Not a lot, thankfully. This is a very big thing. Interesting. Alright, so how... Sorry, this is a quick thing to check out, so I gotta have a peek. Oh, it looks like it... That was... Wow, that's a big thing, and it broke into two when it hit the ground. No, can't go any further. Interesting. Okay. Avalon, stop getting distracted. Now, how do I tell them I'm down here? Maybe over here. I mean, there has to be a way, right? Is it that? It might be that thing there. Okay. Actually, come to think of that, I probably should have realized that that's the most likely place to go to start with. I'm just being cautious because, well, you never know. There could be asshattery. Probably isn't, given that the Brotherhood of Steel is right directly above us with their Uber thingy. Prydwen. Ah! Fantastic! Woohoo! Fabulous.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
It's kind of radiated. I wouldn't recommend it. Alright. Now to figure out how to get the heck up there. Oh. Let's take a quick...
This
Oh.
is our supply depot. Unless you're here on official business, I need you to clear out.
Oh. Sorry.
Sergeant?
If you need supplies, report to Proctor Tegan up on the Prydwen.
Well, that's actually what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how to get up on the Prydwen. I kind of thought this was where I needed to go, but apparently not. I totally was not going to do anything to that terminal. Up here? Maybe up here.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribes. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Shipping out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Lucky bastard. Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Okay, thank you for that information with which I was 100% aware. Alright.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
That's fabulous. How do I get up there? I don't suppose you could fly me? There's got to be a way to get up there. I mean... There we go. Thanks for the lift. Fabulous. Right, so let's go report in.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Yes, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Alrighty.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Thank you.
So, what happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal.
Alrighty.
I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
Glad to help out. Hope I don't regret it.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Butter 'em up.
Because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground,
Nice.
and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
I see.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade.
Ah, okay.
Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Well, if he lets me know what parts you need for it, I'm sure I can keep an eye out for them.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
Well, there's that.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment.
How generous.
Since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain.
All right.
About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects.
All right.
During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
I've met her.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated.
Oh.
It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay.
Hmm.
That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Maybe.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh.
There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
I see. Ah, Guide Robert, hello! Welcome to the madness. What is...
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified.
Dang it.
I'm sure you understand. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Right.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Well...
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Alright, I have to find some place where it's a little quieter. And this wasn't it.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with a Deathclaw.
Yeah. That's probably a rumor. Probably much better than rumor than the reason he probably actually got it, which was probably something like, you know, pissed off a girlfriend who liked knives. But I'm not going to say that to these guys. They
Control systems all reporting back now.
probably be a little grumpy. Oh, wait. Where'd I see it? I saw
Adjusting internal ballonet pressure.
I
Green
saw a
lights across the
technical
board.
document. There we go. Might as well collect them up. I don't know why they're laying around. Okay.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands nominal.
Reactor at 100%
this where I wanna go?
efficiency.
Alright, it's a little noisy here, but it's... at least it doesn't have people talking in my ear. Alright. I wonder, if I talk to Madison Lee, she might actually tell me more about the Brotherhood of Steel. On the other hand, I don't know, if I continue helping the Brotherhood of Steel, I'm coming into active conflict right now with the Institute, even if they don't know it, because I mean, I've already helped them by giving them those mini nukes from the place that we were just at. So I think I need to make a decision, is what I'm getting at. I put it off as long as I could to collect information, but I think if I continue to put it off, I'm just being a coward. I have been thinking about this, not just about what decision I want to make, but what decision I'm going to make, but also about how to make that decision. I could be all technical and do pros and cons like I did originally when I was trying to sort out my feelings about the Institute, when I was starting to let them pull the wool over my eyes about the things that they had done in the past that were terrible, and are currently doing in the present that are terrible. And we have the example here of the Brotherhood of Steel, where they had someone, the previous elder to the fellow here, that had been directing the Brotherhood of Steel to a more peaceful existence, helping people. And when he or she died, this elder took it right back onto the path that it was on before. And this is all from Paladin Dance. So there's an example of someone trying to change the direction of an organization that is not as bad. It hasn't done as well. Let me rephrase that. As far as I know, has not been doing bad things as bad things as the Institute has done that I do know about. And their direction couldn't be changed. And that was by someone who was in the organization for a very long time. And with the Institute, I'm coming in from the outside. They resent me as an outsider, the current directors of the various areas. They resent me as an outsider. How, assuming I'm able to change the focus, I really don't think it's going to last after I die. Because it's a much more severe change in focus. And anyway, I started to say that I could sit down and list the pros and the cons and on everything. But I think what I need to look at I have to stop focusing on and I really hesitate to say this because, you know, I don't want to harm innocent people that are not, like, of course, innocent is shades of gray when you're talking about the Institute, but I can't see that there's any way for me to avoid some innocent people dying, no matter what choice I make. If I choose to do nothing, the Brotherhood of Steel is going to continue to look for the Institute. If they find it, which now that they know that it's a teleportation thing in, They probably will find it at some point, and they're going to destroy it anyway, or they'll be destroyed by the Institute. So innocent people are going to die. Perhaps I should say non-combatants instead of innocent, because there are shades of gray here. Non-combatants are going to die. If I just don't make a choice. If I choose to try to redirect the Institute, I really have my doubts that that's going to stick after I die, assuming I'm even able to do it, being an outsider and having everybody resent me and probably working behind my back to subvert anything I try to do. I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe it'll everything go perfectly, and I'll make it a beautiful force for helping people in the wasteland. But I have my doubts. But let's say I do help them. I do stick with the Institute. They're going to want the Brotherhood of Steel destroyed. They're going to want the railroad destroyed. And I won't be able to free any more synths. In a sense, I will be agreeing that since the ones with free will should remain enslaved. And I don't feel right about that. Even if I'm able to convince them and start freeing, synths, I couldn't do that right away. And then there's my suspicions that the Institute, their overall goal is to destroy what they consider as the corrupted people on the surface, because they sure as heck don't care that they're torturing them and killing them and replacing them with synths, Gen 3 synths. So they don't hold them in very high regard, obviously, or they wouldn't be turning them into super mutants and etc., etc. And now I haven't found any evidence that they plan to kill them all, but they haven't been doing anything to keep them alive either. They've just been using them as a tool to do research. So if I help the Institute become its director after Sean dies, after my death, if they don't stay on a better path, then I think everybody in the wasteland eventually is going to be dead. And they'll be all that's left. If they manage to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel, although maybe they probably would ask me to do it, knowing them. But because if the Brotherhood of Steel is not dealt with, they're going to continue hunting down the Institute, innocent people are going to die, etc., etc. Of course, the railroad would be happy to see all the synths freed, which will upset the Institute. So that means that if I continue to help free the synths, Z1 and all the others, the Institute's going to get pissed at me. So, I mean, I know that. I mean, that's what I went in there for in the first place, as well as to find out what was going on. Anyway, you can see how confused my thoughts are. There are just... I can't see the best path. So, because there's no way... Well, I shouldn't say that. I currently do not have enough information to see clearly which is the path that I ought to take. I'm going to have to do what I think people have always done in moments of crisis when they don't see a clear path to go. Go on instinct. And as much as it troubles me to say, my instinct tells me I can't trust the Institute to remain on the path, even if I'm able to set them on it. And all the good that they could potentially do, my gut is telling me that it will never, ever happen. They are just their mindset and the way they think is just, it's been too twisted for too long. And it really hurts me to think that the people in the Institute are going to die, the ones that were born there and don't know anything else, but I don't see... There's going to be innocent non-combatants die no matter what choice I make. Ah, and Robert, you're saying my reasoning is sound. It sounds like the lesser of two evils, and where I can make the best impact with the least impact on non-combatants. And that's true. But not just right now, I'm also thinking about the future. And I think with the Institute, with the people that are currently in it, with the mindset it currently has, it's just too big a risk. Because if I choose to go with the Institute and have to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel, the chapter or division or whatever they call it that's in the Commonwealth in order to safeguard the Institute, I will probably have to do something about the railroad as well, as much as I do not want to. And after killing all those people in order to safeguard the Institute, if I'm right in my gut feeling that they will still choose the wrong path after I'm gone, they'll go back to their old ways, I'm condemning the entire wasteland area of Boston, all the people in it, to death in the long run. So for all the good that the Institute could do, it's not going to happen. That's what my instinct is telling me. It's not ever going to happen. Not with the people that are in there right now. Not with the mindset they have. And it breaks my heart. But I don't think there's any other way. Like I said, my instinct is telling me this is the way. Ah, BVB, what did you miss? You missed me reaching the point at which I had to make a decision about the Institute. And I just hope that, well, basically I'm going to have to destroy the Institute, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Obviously I'm going to have to get the help of somebody to do that. I just hope after doing it I don't find out that my gut was wrong. But I don't think it is. What about the Watchmen? Well, yes. It sounds like the people at the farm we were just at, they obviously trust the Minutemen. So, I think that's who you meant. Not the Watchmen, but the Minutemen. So that is something, in the long term, I think that I might have to see about getting them back together and whatnot. But okay, so what I would like to try to do, and I have no idea if I'm going to succeed at this, I would like the Brotherhood of Steel not to be my enemy. I would like the Railroad not to be my enemy. And obviously the Minutemen, which really I think Preston is the only one left, not to be my enemy. But I think I'm going to have to tread very carefully to do that. The Brotherhood of Steel, I have yet to see any evidence that I should take action against them. They're not perfect. They have a fanatical guy at the head of them, and no doubt he will make decisions that I disagree with. But overall, What have they done since they came here? Besides looking for the Institute. They have avoided shooting civilian populations. They've actually been attacking raiders, attacking super mutants, obviously for their own reasons. But they have been helping people. And so I see no reason to make an enemy of them. And obviously the railroad helping synths who wish to be free, I have no reason to be an enemy with them either. So I think what I'm going to do these 2 quests that Elder Maxon has asked me to do. I am going to try to convince Madison Lee to leave. At least some people may not have to die in the Institute. I am also going to take this tape to Proctor Ingram, whichever tape it is that she's looking for, that I apparently have on my person. And I will help them out up to a certain point, and then we're going to go back and we're going to try and free Z1 and the other synths that want to get out of there. Okay, so that, yes, okay, that feels right. That is the path I'm going to take. And Guide Robert, you're saying balance the Brotherhood of Steel with the Minutemen. I mean, between the 2 of them, you're right, the Brotherhood of Steel has the air, and the Minutemen would be working in the settlements. The 2 together could work together pretty well. I don't see any reason that they couldn't work together pretty well. The only worry I have is that the Brotherhood of Steel, they're not happy with the railroad. Because, of course, Brotherhood of Steel wants to destroy every synth, regardless of whether that synth is a free-willed synth who wants to be a decent person and just live their life. They're very indiscriminate, and that is my one sticking point with them, and my one worry is I don't know how they behave, what their philosophy is with ghouls that are not feral ghouls. I'm kind of worried if they can't distinguish between a good synth and a bad synth, is that going to be the case with the ghouls as well? So, yeah. And BVB, you're saying between everyone else in the Institute, who's actually looking for humanity to be saved and who's looking for just control in the end? Well, I suspect the Institute plans on destroying the humanity on the surface. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be just justifying the choice that I've just made. Let me put it this way. The Institute treats the people on the surface almost like Brahmin. There to be used and, if not destroyed, then probably controlled. Brotherhood of Steel, they don't seem to want to control the area, they just want to deal with the Institute. Now, we were just talking to Elder Maxon, and he did say that Madison Lee's issue with the Brotherhood of Steel was that they didn't leave the Capital Wasteland once they had enforced peace? I don't know. So, talking to Madison Lee about the Brotherhood of Steel, if she'll tell us anything, actually could help us with knowing the ultimate goals of the Brotherhood of Steel. And DeHassett says, if I kill everyone I can't trust not to murder innocents, not many people will be left. I hope you didn't get that impression, Guide DeHassett, that that's what I was saying. No. Unless I find out evidence to the contrary, currently the Brotherhood of Steel I would like to remain. Obviously I would like the Railroad to remain. I would like the Minutemen to remain. I'm trying to destroy as little as possible. But I couldn't... I don't think there's any way for the Institute to be part of the equation. They're the least trust... From what I've seen so far, they're the group I least trust at this point. So, I mean, really, when you think about it, the railroad, for all their good aims and, you know, for helping the synths, the fact of the matter is they're kind of small potatoes compared to the Brotherhood of Steel. That doesn't mean I want to destroy them. I'm just saying in terms of effect on other people in the wasteland. But the Minutemen right now is small potatoes, but if I start working with Preston, maybe I can make them large potatoes. Large taters. Taters? So we could, if I can make them a force in the wasteland, then that's an organization that I'm helping rebuild. Which means I can help it from, I mean, it already has, in the past, a history that I agree with, which is helping the settlements and helping the people. So I think putting my future energy behind them and making them an integral part of the wasteland is going to work out a lot better. As much as I said, it breaks my heart to think that the Institute is not the way to go, but that's what my gut is telling me. So, okay, I think I'm just starting to repeat myself now. Let's go talk to Proctor Ingram. What tape is it that she's wanting? And in a way, actually, I do have one more comment to make. I just realized something. Oh, thank you, BVB. I'm glad you agree that building up the Minutemen would be a good choice. But I just realized something. Maybe the reason, or one of the reasons, that there was... Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. The body that I'm in, I'm a walk-in soul. Apart from the reasons why they chose me, I'm not talking about that right now, but the fact that they had a walk-in soul go into this body, maybe it was because they knew that the original soul, if she hadn't finished what she had come to do, if she had remained in this body, she wouldn't be able to choose to destroy the Institute. Whereas since I don't actually have any familial feelings for Sean, either as a child or as an adult, in one respect that makes my choice easier to make. Something to think about. Okay, so... okay, so it's a holotape. It must be... I thought I gave it to the railroad. Oh, I guess maybe Tinker Tong slipped it back in my pocket. That's the holotape they want. Alright. Alright guys, I see it is time for me to cycle the stream, so if you are watching on YouTube, please look in the upcoming live stream section. It should be the big 200. Wow, 200 episodes. That's amazing. Alright, so number 200. That is the next stream. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a few minutes.